Tauntaun Tidbits,
the mini-sode edition of Inside the Tauntaun,
where we bring you quick-hitting news and analysis from a galaxy far, far away.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Force users of all ages, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Tauntaun Tidbits, our Little League version of Inside the Tauntaun. We're endeavoring to bring our larger format into these smaller episodes to deliver you up-to-date, timely, real-time Star Wars news and analysis as it happens.
Timely, real-time.
Timely, real-time, babies.
And really, this was born out of both joy, but also necessity, because we find ourselves in different
sadness.
We find ourselves in different parts of the galaxy. Daniel and Alyssa are still in Huntington Beach, and I find myself in New York City.
We're practicing social distancing.
Yes, we're very committed to that.
Could not be further.
So this is the first time that we are all doing this podcast when all three of us are not in the same room, which is a little funky, but thank you, Skype, for making it possible for us to still record. This is awesome.
Technical with me.
And I would say this is great news. Now that we know this works, you can expect to hear more of us. And as we said, the whole point of this is to keep up with the massive influx of Star Wars news that seems to show itself, weekly now. So
it's everywhere.
Exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. As if you've been listening to our previous episodes, you know that we don't record them seconds before we release them.
Oh God, you just revealed all the secrets.
We record a couple, and then we kind of have those on the docket to release as we do.
The magic is all gone.
It's all gone. I'm pulling up the cape, pulling up the curtain.
We're all wearing capes.
We're all wearing capes.
Lando,
the Emperor has no clothes.
Yes. So we kind of wanted to backstep just a little bit and give some more information now that we have more information about the Palpatine situation in The Rise of Skywalker.
Well,
all right, Emperor Palpatine, put your clothes back on.
Put your clothes on, for God's sake.
Jesus God.
As you know, the last two episodes we've been discussing Rise of Skywalker, how we felt about it, and we had a long section about Emperor Palpatine. Well, newsflash, the novelization of the movie is set to release Tuesday, but ahead of its release, we have some information that fills in a lot of the blanks about what the whole situation with Palpatine was in that film.
Ooh, tell me more.
Were we close? Were we like super far off, or
we
like
danced around the edges? But
we did.
But really, the long and short of his involvement is he is indeed a clone.
So he didn't bang somebody.
We can confirm, and thank God that we can. He did
thank
not.
The Lord Jesus God.
He did not have intimate relations with another human being that we know of.
Great news. I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah, I can sleep better at night for sure.
It still gets weird because, all right, we accept cloning technology as part of Star Wars, both in the main canon and in the expanded universe. There's a history of this.
Well, and this is kind of just sort of a, like, not even a nod. It's almost like a complete copy of what was already out there, right?
Yeah, this is kind of Dark Empire, again, in some way, where Palpatine, in the moments right before his death, as he's falling down the reactor shaft, he is able to take his conscience and transfer it to a clone body that is being...
It just sounds so so ridiculous. I would love to see that cutscene, you know, of him just doing this,
shit.
like him falling down and doing like a really, really fast Sith bear, like, hello be the brothers, just like,
well, that's basically what happened, and I can't wait to read like the full excerpt in the book. But from my understanding at this moment is that Vader throws him over, and he summons all of his power and transports himself to Exegol, where this Sith cult that has been lying in wait has all these bodies ready for him, and he wakes up in the body, and he's like, well, what the hell do I do now?
Yeah, what do I do now? Oh shit, this body sucks.
But
now what do I do?
But to take the weirdness even further, so we were kind of talking about are one or both of Rey's parents force sensitive? You know, which side of the family did it come from? Does it skip generations? Blah blah blah. So it turns out her father, Palpatine's quote unquote son, is a failed clone.
Right.
Ooh.
So not even like a son, a failed clone. So it's like Palpatine is like grandpa, but really kind of like dad? Question mark?
Kinda. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head.
Yeah, we're gonna get so many answers on the if you've pre-ordered the book. I'm gonna read it on Kindle right on the 17th.
I'm so thankful that I have friends that know how to read.
Well, if you're looking for a social distancing activity, again, as Alyssa just said, it comes out the 17th, this Tuesday, I believe. Read along with us, or just Alyssa and I, and then.
Oh, I'm very busy. I have 3 seasons of Clone Wars to catch up on.
And Daniel's still learning English. So
right. You're right.
He's brand new.
I'm almost there, you guys. I'm getting really close.
So that kind of clarifies everything, but then also muddies it.
Yes.
Right.
To a whole different degree.
Well, then we also got the confirmation of Snoke being just a bunch of.
Yes. Snoke is an invention.
But it's still not a confirmation whether or not he's like a failed clone of like what is he a clone of? You know, is he just like a completely engineered being?
Yeah. Well, right. And why in that form? What about the way Snoke is made up? I don't know. I'm not sure I understand.
What gives him that scar? Yeah. Like, right. Is it just because of the Sith energy that flows from Palpatine into him is just like, oh, it's too much for my body.
Yeah, deteriorates the clones.
Yeah.
And that is what's happening with Palpatine. So he's gone through several of these bodies.
Yeah, he's too strong for them, so he has to like get new ones.
How embarrassing for him.
Yeah, so we're excited to have some questions answered for us.
I better get those answered, damn it.
And if you are, hopefully you are doing the social distancing thing that they're recommending, and you have this ample opportunity to catch up on a lot of Star Wars stuff.
So ample.
Yes, so much amples. Order some books, watch the new season of Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. It is so good. I cannot wait for you guys to get there.
I know that there's some of you out there that are like holding back about Rebels and Clone Wars, and like I cannot recommend it more to you guys.
Yes, please do it. I finished Rebels. I cried.
Yeah,
same.
It was so beautiful and sad. That's all I'm going to say about that.
No, now is the time. You have all
Yes.
the
so
time.
much time.
And
watch it, for goodness sakes.
I haven't delved into this Galaxy of Adventures, which is a kids series on YouTube.
Right.
So
it's only on YouTube?
It's only on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think.
really short form. It's really short form.
It's short, and they yesterday just released 3 new shorts.
What's the timeline? What's the timeline of it?
It's Rey, Kylo Ren, BB-8, Leia.
Well, it's the whole series as a whole is just reimagined versions of iconic Star Wars moments. So they kind of take some creative liberty and kind of augment like the most iconic moments. So they've done it with the original trilogy, and the prequel to some degree.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch that because the animation looks really really cute. It looks I don't know anything about it, so I could be totally pulling stuff out of my
But
butt.
it's super
But
unique.
it looks like hand drawn. It looks really cool. So I'm
Right.
excited to watch those.
Being in this quarantine or self-quarantine, none of us have coronavirus, don't worry.
Or do we?
Or do we? How would the Empire deal with the outbreak of coronavirus?
Oh, I think they'd be super responsible.
Yeah,
I think they would definitely make sure that everybody stayed in their rooms on the Death Star, for at least 2 weeks to make sure that they don't have it, and then they'd curb it, and then they'd move on with their Sithy lives.
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't use super lasers to take out entire planets.
No, that's not what
No,
they do.
that's-
That was an accident.
That's
It was. You're right.
It was an accident. No,
notoriously bad aim.
truly.
They do. I think that's confirmed. They were actually aiming for like a bug, and they're like, "Oh no!
Damn it! Somebody
We blew up
sneezed.
your whole planet." I'm sorry.
Right, you. Oh, Alderaan.
Oh shit!
They're just
Yeah.
accidentally super evil all the time.
When he said, "You may fire when ready," it was just some guy who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze." And he said, "You may fire when ready." That's just what he says before everybody sneezes every time.
Right.
It's very cute. Yeah. So sorry. In all seriousness, I think that they totally would use. I think they would use it for biological warfare for sure.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
100%.
Well, Daniel and I were talking right before this started. We don't want to spoil it for Alyssa, but there is precedent for this in the Star Wars universe, how the Empire would deal with something like this or something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you ruin this for me, you two.
No, I won't
It
do
won't.
it. And I won't ruin it for the people out there either. You got to watch it. It's real great.
So we're not going to suggest those kind of measures. We just suggest you keep doing what you're doing. If you're listening to us from your home, just stay there and watch all the Star Wars stuff. Order a
Guys,
pizza,
it's
baby.
relevant AF.
It's super relevant. And I know, a lot of people are really freaked out and scared, and there is so much uncertainty right now.
I'm pooping my pants right now.
We're in the bathroom together. But,
I'm in the bathroom, but I'm still pooping my pants. Because I don't want to pull it down.
Star Wars is awesome because it deals so much with those type of themes. And I instantly this morning when I was kind of thinking about what we might chat about today, I thought about what Yoda says to Anakin, and he says, "Careful you must be when sensing the future, Anakin. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side."
You need to say that.
You want me to say it again so I
you need to say it
didn't
again.
stutter?
Well, yes, but also as Yoda.
Okay, let me do it as Yoda.
Careful you must be when sensing the future, Anakin. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
So we all know that there is another Yoda, there's a Yoda lady out there, right? There was in episode 1. That's what she sounds like. That's what she sounds like.
Her name is Yaddle, and you'll do well to remember it.
Yeah, and that is what Yaddle sounds like,
Yaddle.
ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome. But we love to be silly. But seriously, just take care of yourselves and
Don't panic. There's no reason to panic. Just
Don't be a little bitch.
Just relax. Enjoy your time off. Hone the skills you've always wanted to work on, but haven't had the time to.
yes.
Yeah, work on your lightsaber skills.
Skype with people, call people. The world doesn't have to stop, even though we're being asked to take some,
Take some time.
Yeah, maybe build a Star Wars puppet show. I don't know.
Legos, Star Wars Legos.
Anything?
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be awesome. So, anyways, this was our first little Tauntaun Tidbits.
Tauntaun Tidbits.
Boo, boo, pika-ko. And we'll keep them coming. And yeah, hope you are all doing okay.
Yeah, get you all you little tauntauners, tauntarinos. It's a work in progress. We'll figure
We
it out.
have 3 followers, so we don't have a name for what that group of people are
Hi,
called
Mom.
yet.
What would you
Anyway,
like to be called? Let us know in the DM.
Tell us what you want to be called. I'm Alyssa.
I'm Daniel.
You know,
May the force be with you.
always.
Woo.